at the National Press Club in Washington. Attending were 12 speakers from 4 countries who addressed important matters relating to the extraterrestrial phenomena research and exopolitical activism. I served as the host for this cutting-edge conference. This event is produced by the Paradigm Research Group, founded in 1996. It was founded by Stephen Bassett, and his sole purpose in founding this organization was for the resolution of the UFO ET issue through political means. His work has brought 85 speakers and 115 presentations to the nation's capital, and it has helped raise awareness of the most important and controversial issue in the world today: the engagement of the human race by non-human intelligences, extraterrestrials. On Saturday evening, the PRG Awards were given to the late Richard Hall, longtime researcher, and Brazilian researcher A.J. Guevara for lifetime achievement, to former Arizona Governor John Five Symington III for political courage, to investigative journalist and researcher Linda Moulton Howe for courage in journalism, historian Richard Dolan for intellectual courage, and also the Disclosure Award went to UK police officer and researcher Gary Heseltine of the United Kingdom. Entrepreneur Dennis Reefer received a special award for his support to the Paradigm Research Group, and all awards are in the context of research in the extraterrestrial phenomena and exopolitical activism. At this time, I'd like to bring forward PRG's Executive Director, Stephen Bassett.
First of all, I think it's important to mention that I have some concerns because this morning we learned that, by the sheerest coincidence, the White House announced, I believe they're holding a press conference at exactly 10 a.m. at the White House regarding, I think, the announcement of the next Supreme Court nomination. And I'm concerned about this because, given that most of the political reporters in town would be here covering what is easily the most significant news story of all time, that there might not be anybody to cover the nomination press conference at the White House. So I want to apologize to the White House if they in fact were able to get that covered the way they should. A slight correction, there will be, there's the press that are here that need this press release will be available probably right over here, just take it. There's one change to it. The people that will be following me with some announcements, there are no press releases here on that, but in fact, and that's good, but we will in fact follow up over the next few days with press releases on each of their comments. All right, now, essentially, this is the 6th X conference, and we've held a press conference after each one at the National Press Club. This year, the entire conference was held at the National Press Club. That's news because that has never happened before. There have been a number of press conferences, right, like this, regarding the Houthi issue. Several of them held in the main ballroom, several of them quite extensive. I know the 2001 May 9th press conference, which is essentially the 9th anniversary, was yesterday. I was there. I think there were 200 people in the room, about 100 public. By the way, that's very unusual for public, that many public, to turn up at a press conference. I guess in any case, public may be interested in this. And then about 100 press, as well as 17 camera teams. Many of them were foreign press. And there was a great deal actually happening in the background after that May 9th, 2001 press conference by the Disclosure Project, where 75 witnesses, military, some intelligence, FAA, et cetera, essentially discuss their personal engagement with the evidence of the issue, which confirmed what we already knew, that the extraterrestrial presence is real. And unfortunately, only 4 months later, virtually to the day, we had the attacks in New York and Washington. And so that effort stopped. Since then, there have been at least 2 private efforts inside Congress to get some hearings on this. They've never been publicized. That may change soon. Still deciding about that. But those efforts were stopped. Reasons are not clear. Now, last year was very notable because there wasn't a major, I think, conflicting press conference. We had a substantial amount of media, including CNN, which live streamed the entire press conference worldwide. We are doing the same today. We are live streaming this press conference, and it will be up on the internet, archived and available. And that link is at x-conference.com, x-conference.com. So anyone can go there and be able to see it for several weeks. But this press conference will also be released to YouTube and so forth, so it'll get around. But at that conference on April the 20th is when a PhD from MIT, a man who was selected not only to be an astronaut, but to be a Apollo mission astronaut. Fortunate enough, he just missed the Apollo 13, which he was scheduled to do, and did Apollo 14 and walked on the moon as the sixth man. This would be Dr. Edgar Mitchell. Since then, he has founded the Institute of Medical Sciences, recently featured extensively in the world best-selling book by Dan Brown, Barbara Lost Symbol, and also founded Quantrack, which is trying to bring together quantum physicists and similar scientists from all over the world in an effort to explore the quantum connection to consciousness, which is essentially to get at probably the true and fundamental essence of consciousness and how it interacts, thus opening up 1,000 doors to other places. A formidable man. He stood at this platform and called for the Obama administration to end the truth embargo regarding extraterrestrial presence. Pretty heavy stuff. He was followed by a wonderful gentleman by the name of Milton Torres, who had been a major in the Air Force serving in the United Kingdom in 1957 under British authority. When a bogey turned up over the channel, the British decided that why send a Brit when you could send a Yank? So they sent Major Torres up to check it out. And as he approached the bogey over the channel, they asked him to shoot it, which concerned Major Torres because, according to his radar, it was the size of an aircraft carrier. And generally, most pilots would prefer not to shoot it. Planes the size of aircraft carriers, they can avoid it. But before he could take that fateful decision, the aircraft carrier did some rather radical maneuvers and then flew off at great speed. He was very thankful for that, and so he went back to the base in a pretty good mood, got a good dinner, and went to bed. And the next morning, he was met by intelligence, who told him that